Hi, my name is Paul Horn, and today I'm going to be talking to you about smoking, the deadly habit. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, approximately 433,000 people die early each year from smoking and exposure to secondhand smoke, while another 8.6 million people live with severe illness produced by smoking every year. Nevertheless, about 46.6 million other adults still smoke cigarettes. One thing is clear: people have been smoking forever, and at the rate of people picking up the habit, it isn't declining whatsoever, despite all of the government's attempts to make people aware of the danger. People will continue to smoke as long as cigarettes are readily available. Instead of attempting to turn people away from the habit that they're going to indulge in anyway, why not make cigarettes safer to smoke? First off, let's talk about the risks that are involved with smoking. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, an astounding 433,000 deaths every year in the United States is caused by smoking. Smoking causes more deaths than all deaths from human HIV virus, illegal drug use, alcohol use, car crashes, suicides, and murders combined. Smoking increases your risk for coronary heart disease by 2 to 4 times, doubles your risk for stroke, grows the risk for men developing lung cancer by 23 and women by 13, and ups your chance of dying from chronic obstructive lung disease by 12 to 13. In addition, smoking also causes cardiovascular disease, respiratory disease, and many other various types of cancer. The habit will also increases the risk for infertility, preterm delivery, stillbirth, low weight, and sudden infant death syndrome. Secondly, it's not just tobacco you're smoking while you inhale cigarettes. That's right, these risks mainly derive from the vast amount of harmful chemicals tobacco companies add to their products every day. Nicotine is one of the harmful substances. It is an extremely addictive substance in which, once inhaled to the lungs, only takes 6 seconds to reach the brain. When it's in the bloodstream, it makes you feel calm. In minute doses, the drug acts as a stimulant, but in large doses, it acts as a depressant, inhibiting the flow of signals between the nerve cells. In even larger doses, it is lethal. The poison affects the heart, the blood vessels, and the hormones. Another crippling aspect of smoking is the amount of tar and carbon monoxide that is inhaled within the duration of each cigarette. The tar that's taken into your lungs with every stroke of a cigarette increases with each puff, resulting in the last hit containing twice the amount of tar as the first hit. The tar within builds up a sticky, bulk-like substance inside of your lungs that each time you smoke increases and makes it harder to breathe. So the longer you smoke, the more substance you have in your lungs, and the harder it is for you to breathe. The carbon monoxide inhaled while smoking makes it harder for the body's red blood cells to carry oxygen throughout the body. On top of these immensely harmful chemicals, there's an additional 4,000 chemicals as well as 43 identified cancer-causing compounds, with an extra 400 toxins. Finally, it seems as though there is no way to enjoy smoking without the immense risk involved today, and here are a handful of options that might help you avoid this incredible risk. Even though it seems like the tobacco companies could care less about the safety of their customers, they do. In some aspects, some companies are striving for safer alternatives for their customers and focusing on their research in areas such as the development of synthetic tobacco, which would contain raising the nicotine levels in the synthetic tobacco and lowering the tar levels in the cigarettes with no loss of nicotine, so people could still enjoy the cigarette, get the nicotine they needed, and without all the rest of the harmful chemicals. But mainly the research is fixated on the elimination or lessening of the 4 types of cancer-causing compounds. Surely one of the greatest advances made in order to create a safer alternative for smokers is the electronic cigarette. It is one in which a battery heats water inside the cigarette and heats the solution that is inside of the water that contains nicotine that allows you to inhale a cigarette, enjoy the feeling of the cigarette without all the harmful chemicals, and still get the nicotine you need. So, regardless of all these options, there's only one foolproof way to make sure you avoid the risk of smoking, and that is not to smoke. In resolution, we've discussed the problem that smokers face in order to enjoy the habit that they like to do while trying to avoid the harms of their habit will cause to them. If only the bad things in life were good for you, and then there would be no worries.